What's good, people? Y'all heard what he said. I heard it through the grapevine. I'm about to show y'all some news clippings of some very interesting things. Got one of the top chefs, one of the chefs in the top chefs in the world, admitting to snorting cocaine, but that's nothing new to me. They all snort cocaine. That's what they do. And then they make it illegal for us. And you can get caught with this much cocaine and be white, and get caught with this much crack and be black, and get about the same amount of time, if not more, for a little bit of crack. So they've been snorting cocaine. This is what they do. Then I'm gonna show you a clipping of a train being derailed. I know he was on cocaine. This is what they do now. They like that cocaine, white supremacy. That's how they get down. Diggy die. Organic conversation. Peace.
This from gavel to gavel, Aaron. You know, it is about the assistants, but of course, as we say, this has become all rather tawdry, and it's
the late John Diamond, when they both had found out that he was diagnosed with terminal cancer. She said they took the drug to, in her words, escape from treatment. She says she didn't use cocaine again until July 2010 in her marriage to Charles Saatchi. She described that marriage in which she felt subject to, quote, intimate terrorism from Saatchi. She said she felt totally chained, isolated, and unhappy, and a friend gave her the cocaine. She also acknowledged marijuana use, but says that currently she is drug-free. Now, she also said that she never expected to be at the center of this trial. After all, the defendants in this case are her former assistants, two former assistants, Elisabetta and Francesca Grillo. The prosecution says that the two women charged over $1 million fraudulently to Saatchi company credit cards. The women saying that Lawson knew of these expenses and that she was a habitual drug user. It wasn't until today, of course, that Lawson has had a chance to respond to those allegations in court. Michael.
That has happened. Nick, before we talk about the accident itself, tell us about the union getting kicked off the investigation. How big a deal is that?
It may not be too big a deal in of itself. The NTSB has a lot of people giving it advice and information, and that the union was one of those groups. So it's one of a number of groups that can give its expert information and advice. So there are others that the NTSB can call upon. What the NTSB is saying is that this union representative, when talking to the media, broke the confidentiality agreement that all these different organizations enter into with the NTSB for this investigation. And they're saying for that reason they've now had to exclude that particular union from the investigation. But we're not hearing that it's going to cause problems in terms of the investigation.
We just heard about the chef using cocaine. I guarantee you he had cocaine in his body too.
That he may have dozed off or was in a zone.
No, he ain't just dozed off. He was using cocaine and was drunk and dozed off.
So let's talk about the real realities of what that means. Was it that he fell asleep potentially? Was it that he was just kind of, you know, hypnotized?
Oh, my bad. He might have been on heroin, because heroin makes you fall asleep too, y'all.
Yeah, when we were talking to his lawyer last night, his lawyer told us he had a good night's sleep the night before, gone to bed at 8:30, got up at 3:30 in the morning, clocked
Sound like a lot of me.
just after 5 in the morning. So he should have been in a good position, at least to drive and not off, as the union representative has described.
All my black folks be well, man. Drive yourself. Stay out them planes. Stay out them trains. Stay out them buses.
Lapse of concentration, nodding off, coming to before.
Yeah, there's too much going on, man.
Anything. Nick Nolte.
Look, y'all, more cocaine.
Words to describe this Hawaiian shirt wigged out mess. This comes from his 2002 arrest for driving under the influence. And may I also point out that Nick was named People Magazine's sexiest man alive 10 years before this picture was taken. Kind of hard to believe when you look at this, David. I actually think that arrested celebrities, after they call their lawyers, they say a little prayer.
Cocaine.
Please don't let my mugshot be as horrendous as Nick Nolte's classic.
Here's the thing, you're going to have to remind me when Nick Nolte was ever
see what
sexy.
cocaine look
Maybe
like.
there's a nice little jawline right there, but let's go back to the picture for a moment. I mean, first of all, he's channeling some James Brown with that hair. This Hawaiian shirt, what sexy man alive wears a Hawaiian shirt like that? Okay, doesn't have a double chin. That's good. Nice. Yeah, okay, for the most part. Look, it's hideous. People, I actually talked to a kid on the way in here who said he remembers Nick Nolte better for this mugshot than he does for